Hello and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. So, today, last time we left off, rather, I was contemplating taking Jahan here over our ranger. Um, so, after kind of inspecting his abilities here, his skills in aerothurge and hydro, which is similar to Wiz's. However, he's got two in hydro, I only have one. Still, this would allow me to respec her so she could get out of hydro completely and get into geomancy, which is what I want her in. I would also prefer him to be hydro and witchcraft. That way we kind of have two people covering all five schools of magic. But in order to respec, we have to find more of those star stones. So by the time we get enough, they're probably going to be at least level 7 or 8 before we are able to unlock that. However, I don't know if you guys remember this from one of the first few episodes, but this rope here was in our way, and for whatever reason we couldn't just walk over it. But it did allow us to get over here, so we found an unidentified wand and a robe, which is awesome because Wiz still only has one robe. Now the way I got over here is Jahan has this nifty ability called teleport, and it smashes the person on the other side. Um, Now that ability is extremely useful in combat, as you can pick someone up who's close to you and throw them into an environmental hazard or something along that way. But while we're down here, what we're going to go ahead and do is talk to Conrad, who lost the staff of Paragon. Pergamon. What do you know about the staff of Pergamon?
Worse than a rooster, crowing all around town about matters he ought to know are better kept quiet. Well, if you know about the staff, I suppose you also know it's gone without a trace. For my part, I haven't a clue where it could have gone. Overboard, stolen, or vanished into thin air. Though I'm quite eager to see it return, I've got a reputation to uphold, you know. Wouldn't hurt to ask some of my men. I tried myself, but sailors tend to be a bit tight-lipped when they're afraid of getting one another in some trouble. Seaman's code, you know. Not to rat out a fellow sailor.
Okay, let's take our leave. So why don't we talk to Marv here?
He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Hey there, Marv.
Here, it's size seal. Damn. Of all that cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses deep.
What do you know about the staff of Pergamon?
Now that you mention it, I noticed Dietmar, a fellow merchant travelling with us, carrying a sealed box off the ship during the attack. At the time, I figured he was just escaping with his personal effects. But it could well have been that staff you're talking about.
Do you know anything about a certain Dietmar?
Well, sure, I saw him slip off the ship, but I haven't a clue where it could possibly be now. Captain Conrad's the man to ask for such matters.
The plot thickens. Alright. Conrad, you got some splaining to do.
Heard anything about the whereabouts of the magic stick yet?
One of your men saw Dietmar make off with a package.
What? That weasel has it for sure. But I'll tell you this. I didn't speak of that stuff to a soul on board. If he's the one who took it, he must have known it was on the ship before stepping foot on her decks. I'm sure he'll make a run for it, probably by boat. I'd look for him on an out-of-sight beach somewhere. He's probably there now, trying to launch a vessel in private. If he hasn't already escaped, that is.
Alright, we'll take our leave. So we've advanced a little bit. Nice little thing here too, we can just use this to teleport. Look at that, bam, we're at the North Gate now. Alright, so from here, what is that, the butcher shop? Yeah, man, it really, we're gonna have to get that, we're gonna have to get the, talk to animals trait sooner or later. I would really like to get that. Okay, so why don't we go check out the morgue here, see what we can find in here. Counselor's wife. quite a romance. Mysterious murder. Okay. Let's check out the morgue here. Got a corpse compendium. Okay. Skull. We open up the door here. The bucket. We just got a quest update for the staff? No. Maybe that wasn't a quest update, that was just... We got a tooth.
I was really hoping to find something better.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Nothing but rubbish.
9-inch nails. That's funny.
Another one for the collection.
Let's move that out of the way. Go ahead and grab that hammer while we're at it. Anything else down here? Nope. Alright. Let's head upstairs then. And who are you? Mortician's chest key. Lock level 3. Wow, that's pretty high. Alright, well, we know how to distract these morticians, or anyone for that matter. Why don't we go ahead and see what we can find in here. Nothing of that much use. Send Frank over here, give it a save. Oh, actually, before we talk to him, we did pick up a ledger. Find it possible that any but mere Cecil Captain or Evelyn or Esmeralda would have been able to gain access to the body without noticing. A corpse can't just vanish into thin air, and even if it could, it's not strong. A strong wind could blow a sack of gold onto an empty slab. No one but them must have been involved. But as long as no one goes digging up coffin, I don't see the crime could ever be traced back to
Looks
me.
like the Morticians rather
Ooh.
suspicious about Jake.
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
I don't know, but why don't we just take all this stuff in the meantime? Since he's obviously... Ooh, two-handed battle axe. That's blue. I don't know what the... Oh, that's awesome. Got a lot of good loot that we should be able to equip our people with here. The color scheme. I'm not sure if blue means rare like it does in some other, role-playing games, but that would be the ooh. Almost got caught there. I don't really need the nails.
What's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
What can you tell me about Jake's murder?
Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace.
About the body.
How do you... Ah, the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open. Or perhaps I even look forward to being found out. Well, as you know, I have my suspects in the matter. What would you like to know?
Alright, let's go through the list. Why do you suspect the mayor?
Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know? And he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to the mortuary. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined. Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains. Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble, unless he knew something the rest of us don't. I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary, And there was something about her that night. Some kind of excitement. Seemed she could barely contain her thoughts. That there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager.
Well, he definitely had a lot to say about the doctor and the other chick, so that is definitely a suspicious thing. So let's ask about Esmeralda.
I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched. Lured me outside, claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overcome Esmeralda.
Now we could exhort him. Exhort him? Is that a word? I don't actually know. It sounds kind of weird when I said it. But, oh man, that's such a good song. Oh, they changed it. Okay, why don't we go ahead and get all this stuff identified, and then from there we can go try and find where the doctor and the other person is. He also said there was a house that they bought. I wonder if it's that one right there.
Perhaps wrestling
Ah,
an
shit.
elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
They're still up here. Alright. Let me bring you guys over here. You talk to
Gracious
her.
patron, I see your tarred eyes looking a bit teary.
Tard
There's a
eyes.
potion for
She just
that.
called me a
Or
tard?
would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapors?
I want you to not call me a tard. How about that?
That?
We get everything identified here? I will take my leave. What do we got here? Telekinesis and Lore Master. Fucking boom. Definitely want that. Okay. Perception and Initiative. Yeah, we'll give that to her. Nice. Now she can identify stuff. That is really awesome. Alright, so we wanted to give you that. Perception and Initiative. We can sell that bow. We don't need it anymore, really. So for you, what'd I do with all the,
Pay the big cheese on your block for the wheel of the
there they are. Okay. Go ahead and use this. What? Oh, I didn't equip it yet. Alright, so with this level 1 Lore Master, that will give us the ability to now do this on our own. Awesome. That's probably going to go to our Source Hunter friend from the north. What do we got here? Strength and Initiative. We'll give that to her. Definitely give that to her. I said level 7. Level 6. Ooh. Movement and HP. We'll give that to him. Put that in our offhand. Okay, we'll wear that one. Okay, now we need to send some of this stuff to Frank, and we are going to sell all of this, and we will buy, make sure that's all good. Okay, I don't think we can really use this. Oh, we can. It's still better too. 10% chance to set knockdown status? Yes. So what do we, our damage is 55 to 70, 63 to 110. Now, as you can see there, we're gonna gain more and more attack. It says AP cost 2 to equip, 6 attack, plus 2 due to level difference. That should mean that after each level, the damage we do with this weapon will increase. Once we're level 5, then will kind of top out, I guess you could say. Okay, shut up. These people talk way too much. So this guy will sell us these treasure maps. We need 7,000. I don't think we're gonna hit 7,000. Entussle you? What the hell does that mean? Alright. We're gonna sell a shitload of this stuff. Oh, we actually need one of these. And we need that hammer. Or, yeah, we need that hammer. Save that for later. Golden ring.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
These are orders. Sell some of these paintings, spoons, plates, golden cups. Might as well sell those. Juggling crap. It's pretty much everything that would be of value, except maybe those grenades. Wow, we only have 2,000. Oh my god. Alright, so we're gonna have to get rid of these. And even still, we have to give her money. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, we'll get the first 3 treasure maps. Yeah, of course you accept my offer. I just gave you a shitload. Go ahead and use that.
Filling up with secrets.
Okay.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
Secret treasure number 1. The location of Cecil's Prowler's lost chest trophies. You don't believe in ghosts, do you? Doesn't really. Oh, cool. Looks like it actually puts it on our map for us. Awesome. Okay. Is this the House of Healing? Okay. Well, I'd assume this would be the doctor's, if it says House of Healing.
Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence.
Thylon. I'll go ahead and save it here.
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case. Excuse me. This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way?
I don't know.
I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing. But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
About your healing stone.
Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates, they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded. But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously.
Tell us about the patients.
What would you like to know?
Boris.
One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, Before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
And Stephen.
Quite the venerable staple of Sicile, Stephen, and recently blessed with his third grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less. Nearly everyone in Sicile is familiar with grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family. Don't dither long. These men are slipping ever closer toward the edge with each passing minute.
Why can't I just use my regen? Okay. Well, they're both full health, so that doesn't make a damn sense.
What do you think?
Okay.
Would you like to learn more about the patients before making a decision?
Well, your
Yes,
healing
the
stone again.
curious relic I myself wasn't, but it's strange.
Okay.
The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to it. Don't dither long.
Let's see if I can steal it. Maybe in my hands it'll be
Boris, Stephen, what do you think? Would you like to learn more about the patients before making a decision?
I'm not skilled enough. Fuck you. Alright, well. I'm ready to make a decision.
I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
Those men hardly sound long for this world. What's taking 10 minutes?
Okay, so Steven's a grandfather though, so it's not like if he dies, the kids aren't going to have a parent. Obviously, if he just got his third grandchild. So I'm going to say Boris should live.
His life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
And as Boris as well. Yeah, pleasures of life Stephen has already enjoyed.
Yes. Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed. Boris it is? Yes. I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man.
Oh,
My heart
shit.
breaks for the other.
Man, did she just lose her? No.
No, no.
It's close
this is
though.
What is this? This lightning.
You've unlocked a new room at your homestead.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
I realized soon enough that her little party tricks hardly make her worthy of such...
Can't say I didn't want to live. Wanted it with every fiber of my heart. Not just for my own sake, but for my family, you know. Enjoy what remains of your life, will you? Never know when it'll be snatched out from under you.
Aww.
No pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Oh. Okay, he doesn't
I'm
care.
feeling stronger already. 1,000 thanks to you, my hero. I promise I won't waste the life you've given me.
Tell me what you'll do with your renewed
What
life.
will I do? What won't I do? Seeing how short life can be, how easily it can be taken from you. I'll see it all, do it all, and after I've climbed every mountain in Rivalon and smooched every girl who'll have me, I'll devote myself to learning the magic that saved me. Everyone deserves to feel the thrill of a renewed life. I'll see you around.
Okay, well. He's being
Sorry, friend.
ridiculous.
I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Another one for the collection.
That's right. We're gonna loot
I
this
don't know what I
place
did to
dry.
deserve this.
Key to Therhun's back door. Oh my
I
gosh.
guess someone else got here first.
Apparently so.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
Alright, let's see. These are all just pillows. We don't really need more feathers, I don't think. Ah, here's his back door. Let's go. Oh, alright, let's tell her she's a witness.
Thank you. Thank you
You've been named a
for your
suspect in
help.
Jake's murder
Is that
case.
so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed. but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the Morticians' house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal.
Let's ask about her healing stone now.
That strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone? I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties...
How does she even know? I took it off the ground. She doesn't even have it anymore.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Alright. Set in here. See what we have to loot.
I don't know what I did to
Oh, paintings. Sweet. Let's examine. Level 2. Can I? No, I can't. Only at level 1. Oh, there's a key underneath. Wow. This dude needs to, That's it? Nothing else in here? Bucket. Candle holder. Sometimes there'll be secrets that are based off of you, like, doing stuff like that. But it doesn't look like that's the case. Well, since we're in here, why don't we go ahead and identify this? Oh, no, not combined. Go and identify that. Perception, HP. Okay, obviously we don't need that. Guess we'll give it to you. Oh, you already have something. Okay, give it to you. Okay. Oh shit. No, I wasn't in there. You can't prove anything. You can't prove anything.
I feel no pressure
You.
in bidding you farewell.
If one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold.
Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves. But, no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Huh?
Sorry, friend.
Let's discuss the patients Evelyn was attending
The
to.
world belongs to the young, they say, and Boris will live to take his piece. Thank you for your help in this matter.
Let me ask about your affairs around Cecil.
Certainly, what would you like to know?
Do you know anything about
The
Jake's murder?
counselor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
Let's change the subject. Let's discuss your
Well,
apprentice.
she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
Tell me about yourself.
Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory. It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of cicuta de glace on the tongue. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late.
Okay, well, I guess I'll take my lead. So that was not very helpful. But I do see a painting over here, so you know what that means. We just made more money. I don't see anything else. This looks kind of painful.
Hey, stop that!
Oh, give me a fucking break, dude. I didn't do anything to it. Let's see. Unfortunately, moving this stuff can kind of be a pain in the ass. And when I say kind of, I mean it's a really big pain in the ass. He's painting a rooster. I just realized that. Okay. What do we got? Are these worth anything now? Oh wow, they're still worth like 200. Huh. That's not too bad then. We're just gonna take gold for now. Oh, we'll do that too. And we're gonna use that eventually. There you go. It says I have 2,000 gold. She must have, yeah. Okay. Very good, very good. Okay, so from there, I thought there was a sign. Yeah, I thought this was Evelyn's. Let's see. Level 4, my god. Secure lockbox. Oh. What's that gleam? Oh, secure lockbox key. Yeah, I didn't suppose that would be it. There's a secure lockbox. We just gotta get inside the house now. Have to find probable cause. Well, where are we at here? We discovered there are 4 possible. I'm going to take the mayor, captain, and whoever couple it is, he or she better start shaking in their boots. Let's go talk to the mayor, see what he has to say. Mayor, you have some splaining to do.
What? Oh, it's you. What news?
You've been named as a suspect in Jake's murder case.
Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Now I remember. Well, I'm sure the facts will prove me innocent. Keep investigating. You'll see for yourselves in time.
Ugh. Alright, well that doesn't help. Let's go... Oh, Esmeralda's over here. Was she one? Oh yeah, she was one of the people. I don't think we've been in this building yet. Oh, look at this place. Oh, look at all these. Oh my goodness. There's a door down there. What is this? It's a shop. Oh man. Can we go upstairs? Oh my god. We are going to loot the shit out of this place. But with that, we are running towards the end of the episode here. So next time we pick up, I will have looted all of this stuff up here. And then we'll pick up downstairs. Really? She just leaves the key to her house just out and about, huh? Well, anyways, when we come back, we will pick up downstairs, and we will see what Esmeralda has to say to being one of our suspects. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.